Hi, welcome. It's 3:33 p.m. with 33 seconds, 3 seconds into the stream, and it's just a normal Saturday where we don't see much movement, as you can tell from here. I'm hoping we do get a bullish crossover on every pair so far. Let me just set up my OBS to show me the YouTube Studio control panel. Good. And I'm more interested in Ethereum, because this is what we kind of got projected at the moment. Unfortunately, we didn't get the crossover, but that was to be expected because it is Saturday. Saturdays are slow and flat, and they barely move. We're waiting for this breakout to happen, essentially. Lots of liquidation is going to go down over here. Why? Because I actually do want to confirm if that is still the case. Surely it is. Oh, but we won't find it here. Did I add? I don't think I did. ETF, no, ETH, ETF, not the flow. No, not ETFs either. Liquidation heat map. It was not CoinGlass, but it was CoinAnk, I think. I'm going to check it out. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Yeah, but where is... I don't remember where... Oh, here it is. Yeah, we just changed this. And what is this? No idea. Sure, show me this in 3 days chart. Seems like we got more longs able to get liquidated below 2,600, meaning 2,600 is a very strong support, which we practically have drawn out over here. Can I get a rectangle? 2,600. Something like this we got, right? That's why we've been in this little range. Lots of longs have been loading up here till we eventually continue forward for Ethereum. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're looking at backtesting today. If I sound a bit low energy, it's because, I don't know. I do want to check the weekly chart. February 12. Oh, I think we may have broken out. And then, okay, so it seems like liquidation already kind of happened. Based off of what though? February 12th. So this already liquidated some of those shorts. Okay, never mind. It's going to be a slow ascent upwards. I think I'm going to take all this back. Still, we got a resistance there. But we got a strong support at the bottom here, though. That's what's good. Cool. Let's see how that one plays out then. And I'm going to save this because it's pretty cool. You also get API from here. That's pretty cool. Now, my question from this, though, is... Oh, okay, that's just to change the view of it. I like the red magma. Looks really cool. Oh my god, my frame rate. I paid for a 165 hertz monitor, or 180 hertz? I don't remember how many. And I'm getting like 30 FPS on this. Doesn't matter. I'll save this to speed dial. Crypto liquidation heat map. I think that's correct. Yes. Looks great. Okay, so we don't need that. I just want to confirm if they did look the same 1 week. This is for Bitcoin. Just want to confirm if they do indeed look the same. So this is what we got here, is what we got there. Yeah, looks about the same. 400 million, 80 million. So I'm assuming this is combining all the exchanges, because we're talking about 400 million to be liquidated here at 99,000. You got the same sort of deal over here, 99,000, but it's 80 million. But this is only for Binance. You have other options like Gate.io, which is going to show something very similar, right? 400 million. Well, I don't even know anymore. All right, then. You get the idea, though. It gives you good ideas as to where we can see some good leverage liquidations. Seems like the support is going to be over here at 98,800 for Bitcoin's case. I want to go back to Bitcoin. Everything's slightly red. Sui's down 5% though. It's a bit harsh. 102, 100,000, 98. So yeah, crossing above this would be important. Could I change? How do I know where I put this rectangle? It's gone forever. Oh, that's not what I meant. Where's the object tree? I'm trying to find object tree. Am I blind? I think I might be blind, chat. Oh, there we go. It's also been locked, so that's probably why I couldn't also reach it. I think I will add a border. At like one... Oh, that's what the border does. That's annoying. No, I'm not going to add a border then. Background, though, I do want to change it to that. But maybe like 5%. Yeah, that's a little visible, right? Just so that it doesn't really mess with how I'm seeing stuff, right? The red is a little too dark, as much as I like red. Awesome. So that's what we got. Today we're going to be continuing with our backtesting. Sorry for that long intro. Also, check it out. I downloaded pump.fun. This is live on my phone, and my phone battery is probably going to die. How do I shut off? Disconnect. Yay. Why can't I read that? Terrible UI. But there you go. Pump.fun is installed. Maybe I'll transfer Solana. Maybe I'll buy a meme coin. Maybe I'll get liquidated. Or maybe I will be doing some rug pulling. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that, especially to my community. I'm not Octua Girl. Or who else done rug pull? Rick Ross? Is that his name? Ross? Yeah, whatever. No, I don't even know if he actually did. I'm probably slandering him. It's fine. Doesn't matter. He's rich and famous enough. So this is last bit of thing that we just did was resolving the position size. So now all of our positions that are risking, you know, a certain amount are losing that exact amount or profiting 3 times that amount, which is the way things should be. I think. That's not right. What's 101 times 3? 106 times 3. Uh-oh, I think this is... Okay, we're risking the right amounts, but the profits are not. Unless this is like without fees or something. No, that would be with fees. Wait, what? Fees wouldn't increase your profit. I mean, hey, we're making more though. Although I don't think that should be correct. Okay, so we still found problems. Risk amount is fine, but profit amount is not fine. Why are we making $532 from 115? How does that math work? So, okay, now I'm going to ask it that, it seems. I'm going to screenshot this and send it over. hold on. Before I do that, I'm gonna... That's stupid. Potential reward points. We don't need to know that. I'm trying to... Okay, forget it. No, I think I should zoom out. Just a tiny bit. And also delete this. Just so that it becomes visible. Okay, so that's copied. I'm going to reply with the image and ask it. The risk amounts are now losing the correct amount. My concern now is that the profit amounts are more than expected. For example, and I'm hoping that this doesn't make me start a whole new chat like it did yesterday. I don't even know if this can read that. Give me a random example. Cell number M5. Is that how we say cells? M5, probably. Has a risk of $101.11, which is correct. But the trade hit a take profit and made. So I think we're actually making more than what we're supposed to, which is why the trade seems really good, which I don't think should be. I want it to be honest with itself. And I don't know where it's taking those take profit numbers from. And it made how much? 595.92. Why is that the case when it's supposed to have a risk reward of 1 to 3? Meaning the expected profit would have to be whatever this is. 30. Oh, that's such easy math. I didn't know why I had to use a calculator for it. The profit would have to be 303.33. But it's not. It's not. But it's not. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna have to start a new chat. That's getting kind of annoying. I don't know why I can't just continue. And it wants me to pay on top of that. That's pretty funny. So I'm just going to ask it the exact same thing. But this time I'll include the strategy.py. Start a new chat. Paste that. With a strategy involving Bitcoin USDT. At the end of the backtesting report, I receive results in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm having issues with the reward amounts on the trades. They appear to be different results than the amount I'm expecting to risk multiplied by 3 as I have a risk reward of 1, 2, 3 on each trade. I've included the script. Let me know if you need an example of the backtesting report or any specifics on the strategy itself. So I think with that, it should work. And on top of this, I will just attach that script, which is this one, strategy.py. They appear to be higher results than the amount I'm expected to receive. It must be the risk amount multiplied by 3, as I have a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 3 on each trade. There, that's probably better wording. Let's see what it says. Analyze the code to identify why reward amounts might be higher than expected. Curator focus on the position sizing, P&L calculations. So the closed trade method, where the P&L wasn't being explicitly calculated based on the 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So it set the exact loss amount on the stop loss, set exact reward amount 3 times the risk amount on take profit, calculate the actual P&L for any other exit types. Add a new field. Added new fields to the trade record. So risk amount, reward amount, actual risk reward. The calculate position size method now ensures the position size will result in the exact risk amount when the stop loss is hit. Man, do I really want to add this? I don't know. I don't even know if I should even implement this trade. Okay, where's the reward amount that it just changed? Take profit. No, that's too... Well, yeah, close the trade. It's risk amount times 3. Is that what I have? Risk amount times 3. I'm just looking for this. Oh, that doesn't appear anymore. Why not? How is take profits calculated then? Okay, it's in closed trade. This is for short. How does this even work? The trade type is long exit minus self.current trade. Is it using like a trailing stop loss or what? But then it would tell me that it's hitting a stop loss on a take profit. If P&L matches, okay. I have no idea how it's calculating its take profit, but I think I do have to change it regardless. So we're adding close trade. Calculate position size as well. Let's see if we get this right. Looks good. And then define calculate position size, which would be up here, right here. Good. And then BTC trade backtester right here. Whatever this says until none. I think this is just going to be the same. It literally is. No. One change. Oh, it removed the comment. Well, I guess that makes sense. Pandas numpy TA date time. Pandas numpy TA date time. Good. And that's all apparently. Okay, so now let's run this and see if it fixes it. So unfortunately we did find another error, man. It's annoying. Okay, I can get rid of that though. Risk amounts are now losing the correct amounts. My concern is that not the profit. Yeah, that's the example that I provided if we still get an issue. Reward amount is not 123. Stop loss. That's the issue that we have. Problem. Okay. Python strategy dot no. Oh well, I have caps lock on. Python strategy.py. Exit price is not associated with a value. What are you yapping about? What are you looking for? Exit price. On what line? 196 in close trade. So it's this one. You were telling what exit price is going to be. Whatever, I'm just going to copy this and let it know I got an error. Python script. Issue occurs because we're trying to use exit price to trade record before it's defined in all code paths. So let's ensure it's always set. Oh my gosh. A lot more changes. Okay, so changes were moved exit price calculation to the beginning of the closed trade method before any P&L calculations. Simplified the logic flow to ensure exit price is always defined before being used in the trade record. Kept the same P&L calculation logic, but reorganized it for clarity. Error occurred because in some code paths, exit price wasn't being set before we tried to use it. Yeah, I was put much after in this function right over here. Close trade. So, all this stays the same. I'm gonna copy this. Oh my god. Which appears to be here. That's the same. Define calculate position size. Which is right here. Calculate position size. What changed? It's literally the exact same thing. And close trade, which would go all the way to the bottom here. So let's copy that. Define close trade right here till the top. Paste that. Yeah, some changes were made here for sure, especially this. All right. And the rest of the code remains the same. Cool. Now let's try running this. Okay, now what? Oh, I'm editing this, that's why. Don't save. Do it again. Okay. Take profit of 300. Good. Stop losses look good. Take profits of 300 as well. Those look correct. Yeah, all the take profits are roughly 300 now, which is what is expected. If we're risking roughly 100, you multiply whatever it is by 3. Okay. Let's see what's up. Okay, nice. Still the same win rate, but the rate of return has decreased, which in that sense, I don't know. I do want to find... What was the previous rate of return here? 12296.31. Now we have a much lower rate of return at 11,201 instead of 12,296. So, I mean, the changes that we made make this more legal, I guess. But is it really better? So, okay. The script ran successfully. The, what is this called? Final balance I got now is 11,201.89. Before this, when I ran the script without modifying the take profit, without correcting the take profits, when I ran the script without correcting the take profits, I actually got a final balance of whatever this is, 12,296.31. Which is higher than now. Because this time the trades are taking profit at 1 to 3. Can you help identify why? The previous script seemed to have taken better profits, and if it would be better to have that way of taking profits instead. The code is now fixed, but I got a worse result. Perhaps could it be a one-off case? I hope that makes sense. So the previous higher profits likely occurred because the original code was using actual price movements for profit calculation rather than enforcing a strict 3x risk-reward ratio. Let me explain why this may have happened. In the original code, profits were calculated based on the actual price movement. Okay, I don't understand what that means. Are they talking about the average true range? So exit price minus self-current trade entry price for longs. It's the price change. In our fixed code, we force it to be exactly 3 times the risk. Yeah. Which is what should have been done. The original code might have performed better because it allowed trades to capture larger price movements when they occurred, potentially greater than 3 times the risk. Okay. The market might have had some strong trending moves where price went well beyond the 3x target. That's also facts because I do need that. And position sizing might have been different, allowing for larger profits on some trades. To verify this, we could modify the code to track both approaches and compare. Modify the code to track both fixed 3 risk and variable actual price movement profits. I just kind of wanted to like explain how actual price movement is calculated, because that seems new to me, right? Instead of putting your take profit at 3 times the risk, you're using this little new concept that I'm noticing now, actual price movement. You calculated detailed metrics about each approach, identify trades where available or variable profit would have been better, show comprehensive comparison statistics, To decide which approach is better, consider risk management. So fixed 3R is more consistent and disciplined, helps prevent overexposure to market risk, and makes performance more predictable. The market opportunities, variable profit captures stronger trends, might be better in trending markets, yes, and could result in higher overall returns, which that's what I'm interested in. Psychological factors, it helps maintain discipline, reduces emotional decision making, and it's a more systematic approach. Try running this version and look at the detailed comparison. Okay, I think I will. And if the variable profit consistently outperforms, you might consider using a higher return, so 4x or 5x. Use trailing stops to capture bigger moves. That's what I'm a bit nervous about. And implementing a hybrid approach where you take partial profits at 3 and the remainder run. That's also something I kind of don't want to do, where it takes like partial profits. I never really understood that. Like, just let it go to one of the 2 points. Well, the stop loss or the take profit. And then, you know, from there, let it work. Sure, I will run the comparison. But can you just briefly explain how this actual price movement is calculated? It seems interesting. Let me explain how the actual price movement is calculated in the code. In the closed trade method, the actual price movement is calculated based on the trade direction, so long, short, and the exit price. What? Okay, for long trades, it shows the code logic there, and for short trades, I'm not going to understand it. Here's an example for a long trade. If the entry price is 50,000, your exit price is 53,000. Why? Is that the stop loss or what? For a short trade, it's another 3,000 to the opposite side. The actual price change, 3,000. Then this price change is multiplied by the position size. Oh, okay. I mean, it makes sense. If we're going long, entry price is 50,000. Exit price is 53, but that's if it does go higher. This is technically your take profit. Why? This price change is multiplied by the position size to get the actual profit and loss. This means that if the market moves more than your 3R target before hitting your take profit level, the variable profit calculation would show a larger potential profit than the fixed 3R approach. What? It's confusing. Okay, so when it hits the take profit, it doesn't close the trade, but it stays open if the price continues to go higher, and then it would only close if... I mean, it shows a retracement, but how do you even determine that? That's so confusing. Okay, if the market moves more than your 3 risk target before hitting your take profit level, that would hit the take profit level. What do you mean? The variable profit calculation would show a larger potential profit than the fixed 3R approach. That's why we saw higher profits in the original version. It was capturing these larger price movements when they occurred. Is this any good? Okay, first of all, I'm gonna... Man, should I even push these changes to GitHub? Because I think the other version is a little better. So I might just undo everything. I don't know. I mean, it's all on this history here too, so I could just copy and paste it if I really need to. This means if the market moves... Okay, no, I already read that. Yes, I'm going to need a bit more explanation. How am I gonna mention this? So if this it's not, so does this not use the stop loss to calculate where the take profit is? If yes, that why, how does it know to not close the trade at the 3x stop loss point? How does it know not to close the trade at the 3x stop loss point and continue forward? And how does it know when to close the trade? I'm thinking of this like a trailing stop, but I may still be confused. So this is not so does this not use the stop loss to calculate where the take profit is? If yes, then how does it know to not, how does it know not to close the trade at the 3x stop loss? Does exit price mean take profit in this context? Looking at the backtesting code, the trade exit conditions are still determined by the original stop loss and take profit levels. Okay. When exit type is take profit, it means the price has hit our predefined take profit level, which is 3 times the stop loss. Okay, that is correct, yes. In the run backtest method, the trades are checked for exit conditions. Okay, so it seems like there's something else that's kind of validating before we actually close the trade. That's smart. So when we calculate the actual price change, we're still exiting at the same points, but we're calculating what the actual price movement was at the exit point. Okay, that's a bit confusing. When we calculate the actual price change, where's actual price change? Actual price change. This doesn't exist. I think it was removed, right? How am I gonna... Okay. The trades are checked for exit conditions. In long, if low or if high, what does that mean? Take profit, what? So when we calculate the actual price change, we're still exiting at the same points, but we're calculating what the actual price movement was at that exit point. This means if it's a stop loss, we use row low because that's where price hit our stop. If it's a take profit, we use row high because that's where price hit our target. I am still confused. This means if it's a stop... Okay, this trade isn't actually continuing past the 3 times point. Oh, it doesn't? How are we making 500 and etc.? I apologize for my previous explanation suggested that. The difference in profits came from how we calculated the P&L at those same exit points. What? Do not implement the trailing stop. I don't want that. Explain something else about how the exits work. How does this make any sense? Yes, can you please provide a detailed example with price levels to help me understand better? I still don't know why the profits are higher. This is so confusing, this whole new concept of actual price change. Then 3x the stop loss. That. If the how do I explain this? Oh my gosh. Distance. If the trade does not go past the 3x point. Don't understand. Thanks. Why am I thinking a bot? What am I doing? Whatever. Let me break this down with a detailed example. Okay. And I'm going to draw this out too, because I'm really confused with this. Let's say we have a long trade with these levels. Okay. Why 50,000? Use... Okay, fine. There's no problem. Can I go... I'm going to go here. Back in my days when Bitcoin only costed 50,000. Look, I even have all this price action from way before here. Been in the game for too long. Okay, this is Bitcoin 50,000, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to 5 minutes, and everything disappeared. Where is it? It's February. Oh, price is all the way up there. Okay, cool. I can't go back in time. Thanks. We're going to 1 hour chart then, hopefully. When is this? October 2024, 50,000. Right here. This is what I want to see. Okay. This is when we actually saw 50,000 Bitcoin. August 5, fear of recession day. I did take advantage of this dip. And I even had an order right over here. But for like, what was it? I think it was $400 because I think I put like 48,480 and 48 cents or something like that. And because of $400, I didn't purchase that. Whatever. That was back in time. Doesn't matter now. Let's take a look at the example here that they're saying. So entry price is 50,000. And yes, this is right. Ideally speaking, right? Just draw this out. Come on. I'm going to draw it here. Entry price 50. They say the stop loss, it was 49. And your take profit is 53. Okay. So yes, this is an ideal risk-reward ratio. Correct? So now, what it's telling me is... we calculate the position sizes based on our risk amount. Yes. So it's 1% of the 10,000 because I only want to risk 1% of my account on each trade. In this case, we're risking $100. What this means is that including with leverage, whatever you need, probably 5x leverage if you have 10,000. Once price hits 49,000, it's going to hit a stop loss to the point where you would only lose $100 thanks to the power of leverage, right? How many Satoshis that purchases? I'm not going to do the math, but I think you get the idea. Calculate position size to risk exactly 100, which it does here. Now, I see where I made a mistake in my previous explanation. Okay, cool. The original code would calculate profit and loss based on the actual position size and price movement. Okay, this keeps throwing me off. What do you mean by actual position size? Whatever. So the price change would have to be 53,000 minus 50,000 equals 3,000. We need $3,000 of a price increase in Bitcoin to hit our take profit, which, yes, vice versa would mean $1,000 downward to hit a stop loss in this scenario. So they're using a PNL by multiplying price change, so that's the 3,000, times the position size, which is, in this case, the Satoshi's amount of Bitcoins that we have, right? Well, the fixed 3R approach, what it would do is just multiply the risk amount by 3, meaning that we would make 300. And what this is doing is multiplying that. You're still getting the same amount. Okay, I now realize I was incorrect. Both approaches should give the same result. Okay, what? No wonder I was getting confused here. Okay, both approaches should give the same result when the trade hits exactly at the take profit level. The difference in profits you saw might be due to, okay, different position sizing calculations between the two versions, which that's what I think did happen. Different exit price calculations, no, or possibly different stop loss take profit levels being set. That might be a possibility, and I want to look into that right now. Because we do have those amounts, right? This is the corrected version, but I have the incorrect version, which is probably the better version, because it makes me more money. Let's take an example from this cell right over here, where we made $595 from only risking 100. That should be like a risk-reward ratio of 1 to 6, so like what even happened here? Here's the details of that trade. We enter at 90... Sorry. And it exited at 90,000. What? This is a short position. Okay. We enter at 95, stop loss 96, right? And take profit at 92,900. But it went past the take profit and actually exited at 90,583. Why? It goes past. It goes past. That's for sure. I don't even have to draw this out. Could you share a specific example of a trade from both versions so we can identify where the difference is coming from? Okay, I'll do that. So entry price, exit price, position size, P&L calculation. Apologize for my earlier confusion. A trade exiting at the same take profit level should theoretically give the same result regardless of how we calculate the P&L. Yeah, that's what I was also confused about. I thought there was like some next magic that it was doing, or maybe like a trailing stop, which is what I suggested earlier. And I don't want to incorporate a trailing stop, but that's what it seems like it's doing anyways. But a trailing stop would have to hit a stop loss, not a take profit of 595. That's where the confusion lies in my brain. But I mean, this is generally good. If we're only risking like the original risk amounts, but our take profits are much further than the 1 to 3. Like this was a 1 to 6, which is fascinating. It compensates for 6 losses and even more if I'm not even negative, right? That explains why we had a 12,296 final balance at the end of the backtesting report compared to this one that has everything corrected, only making 11,201. So we made 1,200 here versus 2,000, almost 300 here, 2,300. So obviously I would prefer the original version because it makes you more money. So I'm going to give it this example. I like that example because it's the biggest example, it seems like. So what do you need? Entry price. Okay, sure. Here is an example from the older version that made more. Oh my god, I think I've hit my limit again, haven't I? I hope not. That made more. Entry price. I'm so good at formatting everything, so I'm just gonna be perfect with this. Entry price is 95,486.73. 95,486.73. Exit price. The position size. I should also include its stop loss. I will also include stop loss and take profit prices just so you can see how much further the trade went. I'll put that in brackets, because I'm clearly smarter than this AI right now. Exit price of the 500 one is here, 9583.24. 9583.24. Take profit is 92,990.82. 92,990.82. I can put a dot somewhere here. Comma. Stop loss for the 595 was 96318.70. 96318.70. My mic is in my face, so it's hard to type. And I hope that this would actually let me run this code. Not this code, but this question. I really hope, because I don't want to go through all this explanation again. Stop loss was there. What else do you need? The position size and P&L calculation. Position size is right here. Oh no. I don't know the exact amount. This is not supposed to be in currency format. So I've messed up there. Can I fix that on my own code? Probably can. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Not I, though. I should not be there. So until H. H. I, J should be no formats. Just remove this. But keep it the same distance. I mean the width, right? H, I, J. And then K. Oh my god. K. K. Money formats. PNL column. Position outcome. All right, there you go. That should be fixed now going forward, but I don't know what the position size is now, unfortunately, but it's whatever. I could see it from this one. It's going to be the same. Change this to no specific format. There we go. That's what I want to see. And I'm looking for that trade, which is after 309.94. Well, this one needs also more. Gosh. 92,990.80. It's this one. Okay. Copy this amount. Go back to AI. Paste. Next. P&L calculation. Is that just like the result you want to know? I guess so. So this one made me 595.92. Here is that same trade, but in the new version that uses strict 1, 2, 3 risk reward. I hope that makes sense. And I'll just confirm if those numbers are the same, which should be from this column here. 95,48673. Yes, exit 90.58. What? This also exited at the same area. Are we sure? Take profit and stop loss are the same. Position size is the same. P&L calculation, though, is different, which is 302.85. I'm noticing it says exit price also being, but the P&L is cut at 302.85. I hope it lets me send this message because I'm gonna like punch my screen if it doesn't. And I have to retype everything all over again. I didn't even go that ham on this. It was mainly the AI's fault for not even determining. I'm noticing it says the exit price also being 90,583.24, but the P&L is cut at 302.85. By the way. Copy this, just in case. Okay, it works. Okay, I see what's happening. You sure? I don't. This is a very revealing example. Let's analyze this short trade. Oh yeah, it is a short trade. I forgot to tell it that. I'm out of free messages until 8 p.m. Why? Okay. So, let's hope that this actually solves my issues. Let's analyze this short trade. Risk distance is stop loss minus entry. Yep. Yep. The position size is the same in both versions. Risk amount, what we would lose if stopped out. It would hit 1% of the account, exactly. The original version P&L calculation was like this. New version is like this. Okay, so now it's just reiterating what is in the code, in the script. Now it understands exactly what happened. Thank you. The trade was a short that moved significantly beyond the take profit level. Yes, because it was set to stop at almost 93k, but it dropped to 90,500, which is almost 6x, right? The new version is strictly enforcing the 3 risk reward, right? 1 to 3. The key revelation is that in the original version, even though we set a take profit at 3R, the code was actually not enforcing the exit at that level, letting the trade to continue to move in our favor, and calculating profit based on the actual exit price. But what determines that exit price? This explains why the original version was more profitable. It was essentially using a let profits run approach accidentally, while our fixed version is strictly taking profit at 3R. Would you like to keep the strict 3R approach for better risk management? No. Modify the code to intentionally let profits run beyond 3R? Yeah. Or implement a hybrid approach where we take partial profits at 3R and let the remainder run. This is actually a great discovery because it shows there might be value in letting trades run beyond the 3R target in this market. Yes. Okay, now what do I want to do? Oh my god, what do I want to do? I kind of like that, where it's obviously more profitable, but I want to know the specifics. Like, how does it know to cancel or close the trade at 90,500? What determines that? Because the price still fluctuates forward and backward as it approaches 90,000, right? As it continues dropping, which makes this more profit because it's a short trade. The trade... I'm out of free messages anyway, so like, um, I don't know. I'll come back at 8 p.m. and we'll see where we can take it from there. So what I'm gonna do is... What do I do here, man? Save this, close it. I'm also gonna just rerun this again. Okay. It's now exported to trading results, which should look great. Position size looks perfect. Okay, so that's all fixed now, thankfully. I'm gonna not close my VS Code. I'm just gonna close this. Man, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? Okay. Code was updated to be fixed at 123 risk reward. I put a hash by accident. But I think the older version is better, that let trades accidentally continue running past the 3R, 3 reward, making more profits and achieving a high rate of return. I just want to know what the logic behind this method determines where to exit the trade. What signals the trade to stop going forward. Okay. Ignore this. This is now my new issue that I'm writing down for myself. What do you mean Python interpreter? Get out of here. So, my god, do I even push this? I could go back to the older versions, I'm pretty sure. Or worst case scenario, I could ask AI to just give me the older version. It knows what we're talking about here. So, and changes were already made. Yeah, I'm gonna push this to Git. Document, CD, back, testing, CD strategy, I'm in the main, git add everything, git commit message, fixed profits to be 123 risk reward, might change back. Git push. Excellent. So that's done. These changes are now committed. And yeah, I have no idea how to determine. I mean, I could just keep going, but honestly, like, I've also been streaming for an hour. Man, time flies. I swear this has only been like 15 minutes of me coding. But no, apparently not. Okay, so I can't message anymore until 8 p.m. So I'm gonna come back at 8 p.m. and ask it to do stuff. Maybe tomorrow I'll continue streaming. Maybe not. I don't know. Tomorrow's Sunday. I'll probably be busy. So we'll see. Nice. I drew this for nothing, by the way. I'm gonna reset chart view. Yes. Hey, check that out. Bitcoin is technically in a downtrend, by the way. We got a small uptrend forming. Looks like a triangle, so there you go. Illuminati confirmed. Maybe. Longer term triangle also there for you. Alright. Well then, yeah, I'll end this all here. Thanks for watching, guys. And a lot of crazy discoveries today. I didn't get to what I really wanted to, but I did find some new things that would probably still improve the strategy regardless, so that is a good thing. After that, I'm going to try different assets, change the dates to exclude holidays or weekends, and yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but like, it's not finding any trades on Saturdays or Sundays that frequently, probably because the volatility is actually really bad on those days. Just goes to further prove my point that Saturdays suck for crypto. You're gonna notice it's always this flat for literally every asset all the time. 0% movements kind of deal, right? Unless there's some fundamentals behind something. But yeah, that's all then. Later tonight, will I stream? Probably yes. And we're going to talk about Libra, the Argentinian government meme coin rug pull. Hope you enjoy that, which will be starting at 9. And yeah. All right. Thanks for watching then.